Hey detectives, and welcome to the Memoirs live show. I'm April, and I am joined by my always energetic, always there to help you open a book friend, Rodrigo.
Hello everyone, welcome to our live show here today. Today we are ready to introduce you to our latest addition to June's journey. Yes, the feature Memoirs. We are going to give you a glimpse of the behind the scenes. Yes, we are going to show you some secrets about it. And also on top of that, we have prizes. Yes, we do have some prizes to give away, some giveaways. Yes, we are going to have a trivia contest, like kind of in the middle of this event. So yeah, stay tuned. Don't leave us right now. Let's stick together until the end, and then we are going to find out who wins.
Yes, exactly. We want to thank you all for being here. It means a lot. And we want to hear from you. So please leave your comments in the chat. And at the end of this program, we will be answering a few questions from you. So please ask away throughout the program, but we want to hear from you now. So please let us know where you are, say hello in the chat, and let's read some comments.
We do have a lot of people already, April. We have Kimberly saying hello from New Hampshire, from the US. CJ Salerno also from Arkansas, US. Caring for Detroit. Also, we have a lot of people from the USA. But I also noticed before people from Quebec saying hello. There's a lot of people already here, like commenting, joining us, interacting a lot. So that's super nice. Thank you so much to you all for being here this night with us.
And Karen says she's loving Memoirs. We love to hear that. Cool. And we got some treats for you coming up.
Oh,
so
Craig from
tuned.
England. Oh, we have from Italy. Sorry, I'm just going because we are doing like a trip around the world right now. And we personally, we are here in New York, but also in New York in the 1900s as well,
yes,
right? So
we traveled very far for this show.
So this show is just the beginning of the Memoirs fun. Next week we should go to our Facebook, because there you can have a chance to win the never-before-seen decoration, Lady Liberty herself. So
she's flying,
she will be flying.
She's all over the place. She's the funniest thing I've ever seen. But in your game, she will be static. Don't worry, she's not going to fly away.
She will not, yeah. So look for more information on Tuesday on Facebook. Yes.
Yeah. So, more people coming in. Quebec, love it. Washington, great. Very nice.
Vermont.
So, Vermont, everybody. This is so great. We do want to give people a little bit more time to join us. So, while we wait, why don't we take a look at what kind of havoc this book caused in our lives?
Yes.
We received it, but we couldn't open it.
It was so weird, guys. Like, we received this book, like April received at your place, right? And you couldn't open. Like, we started to share some pictures on Facebook to talk more about it, to really try to find out how to open it. You got some really good suggestions for us. And we tried it all, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
We couldn't open this book.
It was so frustrating. But we tried everything. So please check out this video and just look at all the stuff we tried to open this book. Hey detectives,
Let's go.
Thank you all so much for sending over your suggestions on how to open this book. Unfortunately, it hasn't opened yet, and Rodrigo and I tried everything. So, what's a storybook?
We want to know everything, line by line. Open up! We don't play by the book!
Whoa, Rodrigo. We're gonna have to change tactics here.
was my Nana's recipe. I spent the whole day making it.
I think we need to take it up a level.
Oh, look! It must be from the book. But what does it mean? What is it?
Those look like dates. Hey, Detective. Nothing worked. It wasn't until the feature was live that the book finally revealed itself to be June's memoirs from her childhood.
Yes. But it was a lot of fun to try open, to be honest. We had a blast, literally. See what I did that? So Valentin said, can you share your Nana's cake recipe, Rodrigo? Looks delish. That's a family secret. I cannot reveal it. I would be really, I cannot. So I'll never say it. You need to find out by yourself.
Yeah, most of my family recipes they just don't want you to know it came out of a box.
Ah, I see.
Let's see, Jan Kanch said, love the memory book game so far. That's awesome, yeah, and it's just getting started, so we can't wait to show you more of it.
Gigi said, Lady Liberty statue, looking forward to hearing how to get that. So yeah, Facebook on Tuesday, like we said, and you'll find out.
She also said that video was hilarious. I love it. I'm so glad that you guys enjoyed it because it was so much fun to make that video.
A lot of work, but a lot of fun as well.
Yeah.
So Leona said, hi April, hi Rodri.
Leona.
Love to see you. Hello, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you so much. One half of the Giggle Sisters is here. That's good attendance, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure.
And then Anita said, will April ever visit New York?
Will you?
Well, I'm here now, Anita.
Oh yeah, of course.
Obviously.
Not at the same time.
I mean, wait, over here. There's the Statue of Liberty. Let's see. Oh, more people are coming in. Arlington, Virginia, Maryland, Macedonia.
North
Very
Macedonia,
cool.
yeah, Mikhail. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ocean Park, Washington, Maureen.
Yeah. Thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it.
So, as you all know, Memoirs has been in the game for a few days now, right? You're all playing it, we are playing it. But we wanted to give you a chance to explore with us the ins and outs of the feature, as well as answer any of the questions you might have about it.
So, please ask questions in the chat and we will answer them at the end of our show. But for now, let's dive into Memoirs.
Let's go. So, if you haven't checked it out yet, this exciting new feature is accessed by clicking on this icon on the home screen. Basically, it's like a little pile of cards, little pile of snippets. We have played a little bit ahead so we can give you the full experience, but when you start, Mrs. Talbot is going to be there and she's going to explain everything. There's no problem, she's going to really show you how to play Memoirs.
I need a Mrs. Talbot tutorial in my own life.
Yeah, like how to live.
Yeah,
by
she knows
Mrs.
everything.
Talbot, yeah.
She's so good. So when you open it up, you're presented with the New York album. But the exciting thing is that not only will we have this theme, each album will have its own unique theme and pictures and prizes. But this one's really special because it covers June's childhood and her trip to New York in 1904.
That sounds amazing. I cannot wait to see what else we are going to come up with, right? What other themes are going to be. But that means also that it's very important to try to complete as much of the album as you can. Luckily, we have 11 weeks to do it, so there's no big rush.
Right. That's a lot of time, but we should not wait. Let's dive in. So first thing that you see when you open it up is this album screen. And there's a lot of information here, so we want to kind of walk you through it a little bit. As you can see, this includes all these pictures, and each of these pictures represents a location that June visited as a child and on her trip to New York.
Even a saloon.
I'm not surprised.
What a sneaky kid. She managed to get into a bar in New York, but yeah. Well, she was chaperoned, right? So, to the left, you can see the island purifications you can win when you collect enough snippets. The first one is this amazing boat and requires 74, and the next one is this wonderful dolphins that are going to swim around your coast, and you need 108 snippets to get them. And that's basically the whole album. So you need to complete the album, and then you get the dolphins. And of course, while you play and while you complete the scenes, you get a lot of prizes.
Yes. So let's see what happens when you click on one of the pictures. This picture for Central Park is almost complete. As you can see, we have a lot of snippets to place. And up top, you see the rewards that you get for just completing this one particular picture.
So let's get into it. And when you have a new snippet to place, you just need to click on the snippet on the bottom. They're all here organized at the bottom. And then you drag the snippet to a blank space. So you need to find the correct blank space to edit. And when you get them all, you get the rewards. Easy as that.
Yeah, nice one.
Speaking of rewards.
Speaking of rewards, don't forget that upcoming we have a trivia contest where you can win this super cool June's Journey puzzle. It's got 112 pieces. It features a scene from our Memoirs feature. And just stay tuned for a chance to win one. It's coming up very soon.
Okay, so let's take a break from playing and read some more comments.
Yeah.
Let's go. So let's see, Pet Law said 108. Wow. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but there's time and it's a lot of fun as well, right?
Yeah. If you keep playing, though, you can find those snippets before that time is up. Just so. It is a lot of snippets, but it's totally worth it once you get those cool dolphins.
Yeah, they're really, really wonderful. Melanie the voice said dolphins. So see, hype for the
Yeah.
hype for the dolphins in the chat.
They're gorgeous. More dolphin love from Lori. I love that.
Dawn Alessandrini said, I finished Central Park. I'm really enjoying these memoirs. Oh, one
down.
One
Nice
down,
one.
yeah.
Nice job. Yeah. Let's see. I saw one for you, Rodrigo. Jean says, are you Brazilian?
Yeah, I am. Oi. Tudo bem.
Darlene said, glad you're doing this chat. Thank you so much for coming, Darlene.
So, Anika Schmidt, I want this puzzle. Also, when are we going to see Baby Jack?
The real question is, does Baby Jack have a beard?
I guess yes.
I'm imagining he was born with a full beard, but that's just me. Yeah.
No hair, full beard. That's how it was, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
We need to talk to the writers later about this.
Yeah.
So, thank you again to you all for being here with us tonight.
Yeah. We thought you guys might be curious about how the team developed this feature, so in order to give you a glimpse into it, we filmed a short behind-the-scenes video with the team that developed the stories that you will see in this album and future albums. So we followed them around as they worked and developed the stories for June.
So as you watch the video, please send any questions that you might have to the writers, and we are going to have a call with them later. And then we are going to share your questions with them. So we will all find out more about the Memoirs albums. And also, let's then check out this behind-the-scenes video. There you go.
June and what she's capable of. She solves mysteries like that, like it's nobody's business. But how did she get to be as knowledgeable about so many different topics as she is? We wanted to go back into June's history and find out how she became the woman she is today.
We also wanted to understand more about relationships because that's a central theme of June's journey. It's all about, of course, travel, discovery, and all these people that she helps and all the people that she's connected to. So it's important for us to see who these individuals are who shaped June into the person that she is.
We're actually in the 1900s for the Memoirs feature.
For her, it's all about exploration and all these new things that she's never seen before. We'll be starting off in her new home, New York. So for her, it's like all these big buildings, all these new foods, all these new smells. There's so much to learn about and to explore.
If we talk in terms of technology for existence, there is so much that didn't exist yet. There was no flying, there were no cars, so everything that June was learning was within the context of what life was like in the 1900s. So her perspectives are going to be very different, and we're very excited to show you what they were like. We want players to have a feeling like they're with June, like they're reminiscing about an older time when things were a little bit simpler and they had so much to learn still, and they were open to learning everything.
June herself is collecting all these experiences from her past, not only her childhood, but also in her adulthood. We want the players to go through this with her, to enjoy understanding more about how she came about this knowledge that made her into this amazing detective that she is.
Music is really key to helping players get a sense of time. So we wanted to use some different instrumentation that's older than what we have in June's Journey to make it feel a bit more remote. So we use guitars, we use clarinets, we use instruments that were more popular in earlier times than the heady jazz that we see in the 1930s. So June Parker's story is pretty complicated.
From her childhood up until where we've reached in this story in her 30s.
So what we've done internally is created a little timeline tool that we can slide through. It shows us when June was born, all the key points in her life, and all the key points in her friends' lives.
Everyday stuff like what are June's favorite cookies, to milestones of like which year did she break up with Nikki.
So if we don't know something about June, and there's a lot of June's story, we can just scroll through the timeline and say like, oh, that is the day.
And joining us today, we have, to answer any questions that you might have about memoirs, is our June Journey's lead writer, Cyrus. Cyrus, are you there? Can you hear us? Are you with us? Oh, there you go.
Yes, I'm here. I'm in Mrs. Talbot's kitchen. Thankfully, the Wi-Fi here is quite good, despite the fact that Wi-Fi hasn't been invented yet. So hopefully it'll keep stable.
Would you expect anything less from Mrs. Talbot, though? Come on.
I know, she's so in control. The only thing I wanted was some of the pie that she made, but she said it's only for Jack because he's got a big appetite.
Well, at least you have a massive turkey behind you, so you can share that.
Yeah,
She's not gonna let you go hungry.
That's for Jack too.
What a hungry man.
Thank you so much for joining us. We know you're busy coming up with new adventures for June, but it's always nice to answer a few questions from our players. So are you ready?
I am very ready. I'm always ready for our players.
Well, so the first question from the chat. Let's see. Patricia asked, Polly is quite interesting, but I miss Virginia. Will we hear more about her later?
Ooh. Yes, we're going to get some very interesting Virginia stories coming up. She is going to have a new direction in life, and she's going to become a big part of our cast. So do get ready for lots more Virginia stories coming up.
I love her story. It's so great to see her go from this little girl. I mean, we saw her in Volume 2 being very young to the mature woman that she is in the later chapters. So it's a very exciting journey.
Quite fashionable too, I must say.
I
Her
know.
tastes have improved over time.
Yes, she made our top 10 fashion list, in fact.
Oh, I remember that. That was fantastic.
Okay, next question. Leona asked, who came up with the idea for memoirs? Who decided to put June in the story as a little girl?
That was Amanda, who you saw in the video. Amanda and Dan worked together to create this idea where we wanted to find out how did June get so smart? How did she learn everything that she uses to get her out of all these various misadventures that she's in? And plus, I have a personal leaning toward anything that's cute. So a young June just made a lot of sense. And learning about her world was the perfect environment to put memoirs in, because it means that not only are we in places like New York, or we have some more upcoming sets, but we can go places that don't even exist. As long as June has learned about them, we can go anywhere. So get ready for some really exciting new albums in the future.
Does this mean we're finally getting June on the moon?
I certainly hope so. I'm pushing for it. Let's see if everyone else goes for it.
Yes.
No promises though, but that's a great idea.
No promises.
So Karen said that the history behind it is lovely. And also Melanie said she loves you and she loves the Talbot's kitchen. So a lot of love for you, Sir Cyrus.
Thank you. It is a beautiful kitchen. I would have every scene in here if I could, but you know, we got to take June around the world.
Yeah, and we have time for one last question. So Cyrus, how many people help you with the writing?
Oh gosh, we have 14 members on writing.
Wow.
Just on collections. It's a big feature, and we have a lot of sets upcoming. And you know, when you play, every snippet has a viewpoint from June, so you can see when she was 13, what did she think about these items, and you get a sense of where she started to develop her tastes, the things she likes, the things she doesn't like, and get a hint of her future. You can see the burgeoning detective in every snippet you collect.
Yeah, she's very clever and astute and detail-oriented, even as a child.
She is.
Oh, absolutely.
She notices everything.
She's a smart one.
Yeah. Cyrus, thank you so much for joining us today. But we do have prizes to give away, you know? So we need to cut our call, but it was so lovely to have you with us.
Hey, thank you for having me, and I hope everybody has a great time with Memoirs.
So, April, it's time for the trivia contest.
Woo! Thank you, Cyrus.
Let's go.
Okay, so you can participate in this trivia contest by visiting woo.ga /trivia. So go to this URL. There you will see 3 questions to answer. You can answer in the next 5 minutes, and then we will randomly select 25 people who get all 3 questions correct to win.
So go to woo.ga/trivia and then you can answer all those questions. We have only 5 minutes counting from now, so be quick.
Woo, the countdown is on.
Let's go then.
But in the meantime, let's play more.
Let's do it.
So please remember to ask questions in the chat so that we can answer them at the end of the program.
Yeah, and one thing, talking about memoirs, as we are, one thing that I really love about the feature are the gorgeous packs. They are so lovely, they are a lot of fun to collect, and it's also always a surprise to see what's inside.
So each pack has a 1 to 5 star rating. That means that the higher the star, then the higher the chances of you getting a rare snippet inside. You can see the chances for each pack by clicking on the little question mark icon in the corner.
Yeah, I love to check the stats, but that's me. Yeah, and you can get the packs in a few ways actually, not only by playing the scenes, right? So the main way is playing the hidden object game. The more you play, the more chances you have to uncover packs.
Yeah, and it can take several weeks to collect enough, but don't be discouraged because you will, if you keep playing, they will come.
Yeah, as I said before, you can also find them in Detectives Needed events, in the Fairground Fortune events, and much more. They are everywhere.
Yeah. The pack shop is the most direct way to get them though. When you click on the pack icon in the corner, you'll see how the packs you currently have, and you have the opportunity to buy more packs.
So, let's keep playing. I want to find some of those rare snippets that have been running away from me, you know? So I'm going to open a few 5-star packs, and I know that I will get at least 1 rare snippet. So let's check. Click here, and then the snippets are revealed. And here you have, oh, see?
Looks like you got some duplicate snippets, also known as Deja Vu. But that's okay, because you can use them in the Deja Vu token shop.
Oh yeah, you can see the number of Deja Vu tokens I have here at the top. And when I click there, it opens up the Deja Vu token shop. And I can select from a variety of different prizes. The first one I went directly for the decoration. I really love that. But right now I'm going to get a compass. It might be very useful.
Yeah, I can't get enough of those. Okay, let's take a break and check in with the players again. Please let us know, how many pictures have you completed so far?
Yeah.
Write it in the chat so we can see where you guys are with memoirs.
Let's check it. I'm already laughing because Pat Iser just said, yes, send June to the moon.
See, it's not only me that wants this story. I think it would be amazing.
Annika said, I want to see Jack in an astronaut suit.
Oh, yeah, I mean.
That'd be fancy.
That's a
I
good
wonder
look.
how it would be like with the colors of June's journey, the astronauts would be very different. It would not only be like
Yeah,
white.
what if it's like a fuchsia spacesuit?
Exactly.
Yeah. June on the moon might have a hat that's fuchsia. Oh my
Yeah, she needs like the head must be connected to the suit, otherwise it will fly away.
I mean, without her hat, would she even be the detective that she is?
No, she needs. Yes, it's like her power is in the hat.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that.
I think so. Yeah. Oh, look, Elsa's been playing for 1 year and has. And thank you for the 150 days.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Elsa. So glad you're loving it.
Pat said also that she's very glad that Virginia came back. She was missing her. Yeah, a lot of people missing Virginia. She's super fun.
Yeah, she's a cutie, right? I know, right?
Oh, and we have people that already completed some of the albums, some of the scenes, I mean. So Charlie completed 2 and Alice Faye completed 1.
Nice job, you guys.
Yeah, it's just week 1 and already completing like
Yeah,
a couple scenes.
So you got plenty of time to keep them coming. And then Gigi said, oh my gosh, June and the moon, yes please. I think we might have started something here. I think when you guys see it in the game, you'll know that this was the origin of that story.
I hope everybody from the team is watching this.
Yeah. Carolyn said she's completed 1, which is great.
Marieke said she finished 3 puzzles already. Wow.
Yeah,
You're fast.
She is fast, yes. And then Marcy from France, she said, I already have 2 pictures completed.
Yes.
Very nice. But she's getting a lot of deja vus, which does happen, but don't wait to spend them in the deja vu shop, and you can get some great bonuses for your game.
Arnolda said she already completed 3 of the scenes. Also going very fast, we can see that. Valentin is having a blast with the show. So fun to see you live. Thanks, Val,
It's
for
so
being
fun
around.
to have everyone here. We're really excited to do this. So thank you all for your comments, and please keep them coming.
So, not only does Memoir have a wonderful story, we'll just talk about that, right? There's gorgeous new scenes for you to play. We collected the art, we followed the artists like we followed the writers. We sneaked them.
We stalked them.
We stalked them a little bit through the office because we needed to find out their processes and to show you how they put so much detail, so much care into the scenes. It's really lovely to see.
Yeah, so be sure to leave your questions in the chat while the video is playing. It's only a couple minutes, and afterwards, our artists will be here to answer your questions.
So let's check that behind the scenes.
Hi, I'm Janusz Gierasz. I'm one of the artists at June's Journey here at woo.ga, and I'm the artist responsible for the artwork on the new Memoirs feature. The JJ art style is very vivid, has a lot of saturation colors. We play a lot with light. And I think the player loves that, and we try to capture that and use that for our memoirs. Most of the inspiration we've got through brainstorming, a big collaboration with narrative design and art, but we also do a lot of research. So we look for a lot of old images which we can use as an inspiration. We also found a lot of videos on YouTube from 1900s, which we just looked at and basically imagine, okay, how would it be to be at that place? We start usually with the narrative. The writers tell us, okay, we're going to have a topic, a theme like New York, for example. We have to figure out and talk about the pieces with the writers because they also have to give a backstory to each piece. At the end, we actually then talk with design and figure out, okay, can we place certain pieces here and there? Are they big enough? Are they cool collectibles? Do they have great silhouettes? These are things we have to talk about. The biggest difference is that each piece in a memoir scene has a backstory. And that's something we really try to take care of. Also, when you're going to look at all the pieces, they have very particular silhouettes because before you collect them, you're only going to see the cutout. And we really wanted to make sure that the cutout is interesting and the players maybe thinking, okay, what is that? Every scene and every set has a different topic. So the player already can guess a little bit, okay, what could be potential the piece? And we really wanted to make everything around the interesting pieces. So I think the player is going to enjoy that.
Hi, detectives. Trivia time is up. We hope that you answered all the questions correctly.
And now joining us today is Janusz from the art team, and he will answer some of the questions that you left in the chat about the artwork in the game. We have selected a few, and we are going to talk to him very soon. Janusz, can you hear us? Are you with us?
Hey, hi guys, how's
Yes.
the weather in New York?
It's lovely, as you
It's
can
a
see,
beautiful
very
day.
sunny, yeah. We're getting a tan, basically. It's
There's
a great-
this flying Statue of Liberty that's been around here, though. It's pretty terrifying. Other
Exactly.
than that, it's a lovely day.
You just need to take care of that. That's all. Be
All
careful.
right.
Are you ready for some questions?
Yes, I'm ready to answer questions for the community.
Nice. Want to ask the first one, April?
Sure.
Go for it.
So Patricia asks, how different is it to draw a regular scene in the story compared to a scene in Memoirs?
Yeah, so the difference here is that we have only a few pieces in Memoirs, which each piece has a particular story we have to take care of. So we really focus here on the quality of each piece and compare it to a different HO scene where we have a lot of different items to collect, and we go more for quantity there. So we spend more time on really refining each piece for the Memoirs.
Yeah, the scenes are way more clean, that's for sure. And they're all very beautiful as well. So Lee Oscar asks, oh, Wowie, did you pose for Jack?
Yes, I actually posed for Jack as a baby with a beard.
And when are you going to share this with us? This is a very important information we didn't know.
Oh,
We didn't know.
I just spoiled it.
Come on.
Okay, let's see. Valentin asks, how hard is it to bring June's world into vivid colors when you're using black and white historical references?
Interesting question.
That's actually a very good question. So we do a lot of reimagination in the process. So we do a lot of sketches, and we always work from sketches up to the paintings. So it's always the process of having grayscale images from the 1900s and try to really, not really to convert them, but imagining how would it be there, like how would be a street in New York, how would be the Central Park. That was actually one of my challenges when I made the piece for the Central Park.
Really trying to put yourself there.
Yes, you imagine yourself sitting there in the Central Park 1900s, hearing the horses, the old man smoking, all that stuff. You try to imagine the smells, everything.
Anything can be an extra detail, right? An extra.
Yes.
Oh, see?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I love that.
So let's see what else. Creag said, thanks for the beautiful artwork. It's magnifique.
Aww.
Patricia said, the artists are fantastic in June's journey. How do you pick the right artists for the different scenes? Is it by what each artist has a more talent with?
So usually we are a big collaborative of artists working on the scene, and we don't really pick who's working on what. So like everyone is working on everything, and it's a big team effort also. So we share everything in progress. So we make sure we have a really top quality for our game at the end.
How
so it's a
many
big
artists
team
are
effort.
there? Sorry, how many artists are there?
So right now for the memoirs, I'm the only artist working on that. But in the early stages, in the beginning, we were about 3 artists for the first couple scenes.
Oh, wow.
Just to develop that look, that feel.
Yes, absolutely. We tried to establish the style for memoirs because we wanted to have the JJ style, but we also wanted to have something new, a little bit, because we knew we have now the pieces which have a lot of backstory, and we wanted to find out the best process possible to give this in production, but also to make sure that we can maybe establish this feature for the future even longer.
Very nice. And just to wrap up this segment, so Kathy has like a personal question that is very nice, is Janos, what do you enjoy drawing the most?
What I like drawing the most, I would say everything with beautiful landscapes, a lot of vegetation. I like, so for example, like Central Park was really a lot of fun for me because I just love like trees and everything, which is where you can feel the wind and you have nice warm light and you imagining it's touching your skin, and that's something I really enjoy.
Almost meditative.
Yeah. It's some sort of meditation when you paint those.
Cool.
Thank you so much, Janos, for joining us, but we've got snippets to play, and this is my favorite part.
So bye, man. Have a nice one.
Have a good one. Enjoy New York.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao. So cool. So let's go to some gameplay. Let's play it again. So here are the snippets we had found so far to the right, and you can click on them like we mentioned before and read what June was thinking when she first saw this thing. So it's very interesting. I really recommend for you to check everything out. Everything was made with such care. It's really wonderful to explore this world. So you can click on everything basically in this feature.
Yeah. But one of the best things about this feature are the prizes. So you can see the prizes for completing a picture at the top. And this includes a little story from the host of the album, which is in this case, Gina. And she's a wise socialite who's been tasked by George to show June around New York.
So let's play some more snippets and collect some rewards, right? Since this is your favorite part, let's do it right now.
Yeah.
So we just go to a scene.
We just finished
And place it, and here's the sailboat.
This is the first one. This is the best one in my mind.
The first beautification is really so amazing. I really wish I could be in this boat. It looks lovely, so shiny. And I wish I could to be there as well. Like Janos was saying, right? You put yourself in that place. I want to be in that boat and then explore it around and see the dolphins later.
Yeah, I love that.
But before we set sail, we have one more surprise for you, detectives. Yes, the face will be a little bit familiar, I'm sure, but for reasons you don't realize. So please allow me to introduce you to Flavia, an illustrator for June's journey and the model for Gina.
Flavia, can you hear us?
Hey! Hi, everybody.
Hi, Flavia.
Ciao.
Hi, Gina. Gina. Flavia, how did you end up being a character for the Memoirs feature?
So the writers approached me and they told me, oh, we have in mind this character. She loves parties, she's a wild card, and she's Italian. So we thought about you, and if you agree to give us your face, and I said, oh, I'm all for it. I'm really, really happy about it.
Yeah, a wild Italian socialite. Yeah, you come to mind. I can see that.
Yeah, it just goes right in, right? So you work as an illustrator for June's journey, right? So did you get to draw yourself?
Not yet. The design was done by our character design, Daniela, which I'm very proud to be drawn by the same hands that made our own June. So that is an honor. Yes. And I'm sure that in the future, I'll have the chance to draw myself, which is going to be a nice challenge, an interesting task.
You drew me.
Yeah.
That was fun.
That was a lot of
Detective
fun
April.
to put you with a nice coat and lovely boots.
The shoes are everything. So yes. So how did you come up with the? How did you help come up with the character and look for Gina? Her dress.
Yeah, so they explained me the character and that it was in the beginning of 1900, and if I wanted to pick up an outfit. And I was very happy about it. So I started to do some research and I gave those to the artists. And my inspiration came mostly from Hello Dolly and My Fair Ladies, the musical that I love.
Oh, that's awesome. And it's so nice to see you in game and now in real life as well. Thank you so much for visiting us today, Flavia. It was very nice as well to show our viewers how we came up with the characters. We just choose people from woo.ga. Hey, you.
Yeah, how long, Flavia, until you think people are stopping you on the street asking you for an autograph?
I'm gonna act very Italian diva.
You'll find it within yourself, I know.
Yeah, it's already there, right? You just need to let it out.
Yes, I'm in character already.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and giving us a glimpse into how we developed the characters for the game.
Have fun.
Bye. Thank you.
T-shirt.
Let's go read some comments.
Yeah.
Wow, so many people really cheering for Flavia right now.
Oh, that's so cool. We're big fans of her too.
Yeah. So we have Karen saying, "You're beautiful, Flavia. And Gina is an amazing character. She's so fancy and confident. Such a role model for little June."
Oh, yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, a real life Gina, absolutely. And then people are just giving love for Flavia.
Hello, Flavia. Kathy say, "What? You can get another boat?"
Yeah, I know. It's a glorious boat too. It's just really pretty. So we are almost done with the show, but and soon we'll announce the winners of the trivia contest. But before we go, we have a chance to answer a few questions in the chat. So, Rodrigo, do we have any questions?
We have mostly comments, like happy comments. So Miss Evie said, "Oh, I thought Gina was from France." Yeah, makes
Va
sense.
bene. She says va bene. That's her catchphrase, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so it seems like we're getting some questions. Let's see what we got.
Yeah.
Catherine says she's getting frustrated because she's receiving a lot of duplicates. We totally feel that, and like that is part of what makes this feature a challenge, but also makes it really rewarding when you finish it. As we said, you do have a lot of time, so you don't have to stress about it. If you play, they will come.
You can really compare it to one of those like old books that you could collect all the cards and then just glue it in the books. There's always like some cards that are more difficult to find than others. So they take more time, a little bit more effort, but they will be there if you insist.
Yeah.
As we said before, there's plenty of time.
David said, "Are we going to be able to get the dolphins without spending real world money?" There is no other way to get the dolphins other than completing the Memoirs album.
Yeah.
And the prizes will be different next time. That's why it's really important to play, find packs, and complete the album if you can, because it's the best way to get the dolphins.
Leona asked if the feature was created before the pandemic situation. And yeah, we are all working from home, basically, right? So it was a team effort, but online. All connected online, through the internet.
It did take quite a while to do this. I mean, I think that's something most people don't realize, is that everything takes a lot longer than probably you think it should.
Yeah.
So I think this started easily a year ago. So it's been quite a journey to get it out to you guys.
Silvina said that she loved the Lost Diaries podcast. Is it going to come back? And also in the podcast, you can hear a little bit about Gina as well.
She's in there.
She's in there. So you learn even more about this moment in New York and everything. Super cool.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked it out, check our podcast.
It is so cool that you enjoyed it. We put a lot of love into the podcast, certainly with the sound design and our voice actor and the writing and the music. It all really came together and we're really happy about it. We are unsure if we're going to do season 2 at this point, so maybe just go back and give it a re-listen if you want, and let us know if you would like to see more podcasts by writing to us at our feedback channel or online, because we want to make you happy, which is why we created the podcast in the first place.
That's true.
Yeah. So Karen asks, will the Deja Vu store have any more items to purchase? It will not. So the prizes that you see in there at this moment are all you're going to get for this album. However, some of them never expire, so you can keep getting them. So as for right now, though, if you get the diamonds twice, which I think is the limit, then they will not be coming back for this album. Yeah. And Mikel asked, will the new final decoration give us flowers? No, the decorations are just island beautifications and do not provide any flowers for your game.
Mhm.
No.
What else? So Larry asked when the memoirs will be available to all players. So yeah, there's a few players that don't have memoirs yet. It's a massive feature, so we need to be sure that it's working properly for everyone before, like really sharing it to you all. But as April said, everybody's going to have the opportunity to get the prizes and the decorations. So
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
great.
And we're going to make sure to have lots of fun events and everything for you while the Memoirs is being rolled out. So I think that's it for now. So I think that means it's time to announce our trivia contest winners. Woo! Okay. Thank you to everyone that submitted answers. We've randomly selected 25 players to receive the puzzle boxes. And we want to say congratulations to these very clever detectives. Woo!
You get a puzzle. You get a puzzle. Everybody gets a puzzle. We have
Sarah,
Sandy, Caroline,
Dan,
Holly,
Deborah,
Lisa,
Maria.
Vilma, Esther, Sarah, Dan, Deborah, Maria, Tina, Jessica, Miriam, Maria, Marcia. Ooh, so many people, 25
I know,
years
so
old.
fast too. Way to go, you
Congratulations,
guys.
So way to go, detectives. And you have to wait for an email from us next week.
Yes.
And then you're going to get your prize.
So that is our show, detectives. Thank you so much for what?
Yes, guys, 1 second.
Dario, what are you doing here?
And why you're a sailor?
Why?
Hey, detectives, I'll explain it now. Basically, I was at the lighthouse. I was checking the new boat and the dolphins, they are amazing. But on the horizon, the clouds opened up and I saw a sandy, beautiful, amazing